friends that I know that wanted more kids. I told me that, look, I'm going to go ahead and marry this guy, even though he's not the love of my life, but he's decent, because I want to have more kids before a certain age. And I'm like, why? She was like, because I've noticed that in my family, by the time they are a certain age, they already hit menopause early.
It's the big, big conversation.
Welcome back to the show. Before we get into it, here's the context. Over the past few days, the Atera's gender reveal sparked massive reactions online. Not just about the baby, but about how it was celebrated, where it was done in Dubai, and whether it was too much. Suddenly, people weren't just watching, they were judging, timing pain because she shared how she waited just 1 year, counting money and policing emotions. Which brings us to the question, when did a woman's celebration become public property? Is joy only acceptable when it looks humble, and is pain only valid when it lasts long enough? That's what we're unpacking now, the entitlement culture when celebration triggers the internet. Now, of course, this was a conversation that we were even having yesterday evening, and it was triggering a lot of comments. And I was even saying how I saw another comment late last night where someone was saying they went all the way to Dubai for a gender review for a girl. Oh. So if it was a boy, would they have gone to heaven?
They didn't even know. They didn't even know what gender they were going to have until that moment. Why are people like this?
So if it was a boy, it would have been okay.
Exactly. They said so if it was a boy, maybe they would have done it in heaven. So of course, people have, I don't know, people somehow just feel entitled to dictating how other people should do things. This is doing a gender review in Dubai is extravagance. Doing this is a little too much.
I'm very open about how I admire Vicky James.
Right.
I've never hidden it because I think it's commendable to have someone that is barely 30, 31 being that successful. And for me, success is not even just about the money. It's about her brand. It's also about her circle. So I tell people, look, one car, no, if you do convoy. It means for you to have a convoy, it means you and your people are doing well. And if you look at it critically, her people, they're doing well in different areas. So I admire them. And then ultimately, the fact that they are Jesus babies. And they don't even hide it. They talk about it. They're happy to talk about Zion worship. So I love them. So for me, I think people are just being weird because, life, I mean, let's think about it for a minute. If you were 30 and you were this liquid, this successful, you have sorted out your parents. It's not like you're still trying to struggle to build your parents' house. You sorted them out both ways. Your friends are not, you're not sorting out a sibling in school or a friend. Everybody's fine. Please, what am I doing with my money?
How would you want to spend it?
Sending food to Haiti. That's what you're doing with your money.
Why are you not doing that already?
So
maybe because it's not being publicized as much.
Outrage would not be as much if what you were publicizing was not the gender reveal, but the relief. And then the relief, we need it. We need it more in Nigeria. I mean, all these communities we just spoke about. If you're sending relief, you're going there, you're holding those hungry babies. You know, all those celebrities come to Africa to hold hungry babies. You're holding hungry babies. Would the outrage be this much?
But then, if that's a bossy,
it doesn't make
people
it
that
right,
are holding hungry babies doesn't mean they are not going to Dubai just to have a cup of coffee.
Yes.
She understands.
You're not publicizing it. That's it. You're not making a show of your coffee in Dubai and then you go have a cake.
Let's not forget
Paris.
that she has a YouTube channel that needs to be fed with
content,
entertainment and content.
And that's what
to keep
people
people coming back.
Yes,
because if she's
content
posting
creator.
relief, people will not follow. People will not really like, oh, great job.
I'm always
move on.
advocating for you. I want advocating for her.
I mean,
I admire her.
Her whole story also amplified the fact that people started to do a whole comparison of pain. Your own pain has not reached a particular level. Because, she shared how, they waited 1 year. And of course, when her friends, they all expressed or they showed or they posted,
No, but I think it was a bit more than 1 year, though.
She said she was waiting 1 year, like they were trying actively trying for 1 year. And then, seeing the response of her friends, they were very emotional. Everybody's like, is this one not too much for just 1 year? So I think like people start to like judge, you don't. This
Your
is
pain
not.
is not as much as
Why are you so emotional
This is
after
not
only 1 year?
Because
categorized
waiting
as
is waiting.
suffering, right?
You're the one.
Waiting 1 year, if you speak to a doctor, he doesn't even know what you're talking about. If you match waiting and 1 year, he doesn't see it as waiting. So if you've ever been to a clinic and told them, they would ask you, you want fertility advice, how long have you been trying? When you say 1 year, they say, go and play. You understand? So that might be well, I don't know who said it, but that might be the perspective of the person, because when it is 1 year, even medicine doesn't think you're waiting, because there's a timing to this thing. You are only fertile for
medicine aside. Waiting, if you're waiting for anything, even for a month, and it's not happening, you're already getting worried.
You're
Actually, you don't know her history. You don't know their fertility issues in their house. Look, I have a friend. Like for someone like me, it was immediate. You know, it was almost like I didn't have a life. Like Azal, like what's going on? Next thing I'm not seeing. But I guess that's what a lot of people also want. So you don't know, maybe that's what she wanted. I'm making decide trying. She just wanted, because you don't know the fertility. Like I have friends that I know that wanted more kids. I told me that, look, I'm going to go ahead and marry this guy, even though he's not the love of my life, but he's decent, because I want to have more kids before a certain age. And I'm like, why? She was like, because I've noticed that in my family, by the time they are a certain age, they already hit menopause early.
Right.
So we don't know underlying issues in homes, in families. Current conversations I've had with her mom, that look, mom, before I want to do this for you, you know. So there are a lot of things that are emotionally.
Yeah, because I know she had actually shared before how she was really looking forward to being a mother.
You understand?
She always wanted to have a girl first. So I would say before people are quick to judge, like, Shebi is just 1 year. Why are you capitalizing on? I think you just want to do this for all the public, you know. Yes, you're not even set up camera. You can't show us. I'm like,
But
it just
honest,
seems so
I think
curated.
that comes with the territory. If you want to be a public figure, you will be ready to receive all everybody's opinion, right? So if people think your 1 year is too small, that's but at the end of the day, I think everybody should learn to mind their business.
Well, you have made your business our business by posting it.
Yeah, so there's that angle to it too. So, but how is she taking all the comments?
I think she's taking it good.
Yeah,
because I've not seen her post any.
Enjoying the attention.
No, yes, no.
She's probably still basically in the real fact that she had, because apparently there was a scare that it was a boy.
Oh, okay.
So the fact that it was a girl, she's not seeing all of you. Right now she's in heaven because she wanted a girl first and all of that. But the truth is that at the end of the day, I think people do too much when it comes to Vicky James. I don't know why. I don't know what the young girl has done to.
So it's just like, you know, it's just like we said, Dr. Amy Famakin, right?
That's not something that does.
Oh yes, so some people just
people
don't. They're just out like, this person, I don't like you. So even if you do something good or you do something fair, just is her person that they don't like. So anything that comes from the person.
What is that person?
Okay, you know,
her energy, her aura.
especially maybe giving her background. I mean, she was somebody who grew up on the streets and suddenly
I feel like that should make people happy for her.
worked hard. That it doesn't seem valid, or it doesn't seem
natural.
Yes, that's the word. It doesn't seem natural. That it's not the regular path of success. It feels like maybe she jumped a few steps, or maybe because of course people always have the whole, are you sure she really built this business herself? Of course, people are saying she's the man of her home. Like everybody is just judging
there was one
based off
video
of
I
their.
saw of them claiming she was a marine spirit. I said,
People will say what they will say, but for me, well, I don't know her so well. I actually avoid her posts deliberately. Yeah, because
you find it too
oversharing
overstimulating.
is a problem for me. You can be in the space, you can create content every day without necessarily oversharing. I mean, there are times you've had conversations about your sex life on air, you know. I just feel I'm not ready to live in your house. So let me just stay out of you, because I know that when I even think, okay, she's talking about her business, she's sharing tips, you just come and give me TMI, you know. So I definitely, that's the only reason I avoid her. Now, many people would probably feel the same way. Unfortunately, they transfer that feeling to everything she posts. Yes. Why not just follow my style? If you don't like her, leave her alone.
So many options.
Yeah.
Right, which is why I was going to say, maybe we should push for people to stop consuming social media like it's entertainment, or, you know, followership like it's entertainment, because some people feed off of, you know, some of these people's pages, what they are posting. Like, people just live on social media on what this person is going to post, and sometimes mirror their lives, you know, based on what they're seeing there. So maybe, you know, people should stop treating social media like it's entertainment. That way, when she does post something, you wouldn't feel in any way you know.
No, I think that's more reason they should actually, when you treat something as entertainment, then it's superficial.
Yeah, you don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, they should treat it like entertainment so that that is what it is. So that you just enjoy, oh, glory be to God, and you move on with your life.
A movie.
Yeah, so for me, I think the quality of your connection and your life actually reflects on your person. For me, I think she actually is an amazing person because I don't think anybody around her pretends. These are, and there are quality people around her. They're not even like I don't want to mention names. Before people say that we're dragging people again. But I was about to say some names that are not even her friends. That are weird. But the quality of people around her are the people that I think are probably the best content creators online. Like, what I mean by best, that's for me is background, family oriented, the content, the quality of the content. Like I remember saying like Tomike, like Eriolua, like Chef Tino. People that I think I enjoy their content is family oriented, is not vulgar, it's nice, and they are successful. Do you understand? In their own ways, I mean, they make 1 or 2 mistakes here and there, but everybody makes mistakes, right? So what I'm just saying is that if that's the quality of her circle, and they always turn up for her, just like she turns up, I think that reflects on the kind of person she is. Because I think people do for you. People mirror.
Yeah, the kind of energy.
Yeah, so I think that, she might be extra and all, but I think that's actually what makes her her. And I think that's actually, if you're in her corner, you need people like that in your corner. Where you say, oh, I have a headache, she has already reached your house. Who disturb my girl with do you understand? I know those kind of people where they're extra with love, extra with passion. So I think it's just who she is, but I think the problem is because she's so successful. The beef is blinding a lot of people to understand because she's very successful.
So I was thinking, right, that maybe she should have rephrased it differently because she's not really talking about those who view it as entertainment. They're those who feed off it. Now she's talking about people mirroring their lives after what they see. So I was going to mention that, well, we all need to find a balance. Because in my personal development space, we tell you found someone successful, try to duplicate what they're doing, and so people blindly duplicate what they're doing. Your source is not their source. I mean, you're not starting from where they started from. So those principles they used to get where they are probably won't work for you. You might need to get closer, read a biography to understand the differences in your circumstance and theirs. I mean, and marriage is something you can't even duplicate because her relationship with her husband is special. You can't replicate it in yours. And so if you suddenly tell your husband to come and start doing what her husband does in her content, you want to break down that relationship. So consuming it as entertainment is seeing it as what it is. It's good for her, it's good for her crowd. But trying to replicate it in your own circumstance, that's where there's a problem. And so we all need to be able to balance and know exactly what is for me inside whatever anybody in the world posts. And what exactly is, hey, lovely, I laughed and I moved on. I'm not just, soak it in and then begin to internalize what is so superficial
and start to compare.
Just to piggyback of what you said, I think we must understand that social media is curated. So you can't look to social media to get success strategies in a sense. Yeah, you might see 1 or 2 things here and there, but you must understand, people are putting the highlights. People are putting the wins. They're not showing you what's really underneath. They're not showing what they did to get to that point that they now finally posted. So I don't think social media should be your go-to for wisdom, for strategies for success, but more for entertainment, like we've all said.
Yes, because for example, they've been trying for a baby. We didn't know.
Until she
they were ready to show us, and they just did bam bam bam, like everything's like a lot of information at the same time. But can you imagine like 9-10 months, a year of constantly doing the pregnancy test every month? We didn't know all that. Do you understand? So, but at the end of the day, I also think we as people, if you want to put yourself out there, because remember that we said I wanted to cut our coat oversized this year. A part of it is probably if you think you're in the content creation space or anything, maybe you might need to be more. You have to be honest. You have to share. Maybe look for what the thin line between oversharing and what remains and all that. But then you'll also be ready for the backlash. In fact, I saw a video that said, if you actually want to grow a community, cult-like community, like people that if anybody's dragging you, okay, you don't have anything. You have people that have created fan page that will be dragging them on your back. You know that kind of community that you might need to have a bit of controversy. You might need to be able to take on controversial conversations or opinions that people would agree with or not agree with. That's what actually grows your following.
Yeah.
So I guess it comes with the territory, what
Yeah.
they've signed up for.
Genuinely, I think,
Yeah.
just, from what we've said, it's important that people detach from what they see on social media. And I mean, even if you don't like the person, you can like what the person does. And it doesn't do anything to you. Like, it would not take anything away from you. So if, you don't like this person and the person does something, she could try. You move on.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
have to follow everybody, because of course there were a lot of people showing a lot of love, and you felt like
Yes.
this love is even too much. You don't have to express yourself that same way. And I started to see there's also somewhat like a trend of even women tearing down women. Because some of these comments, not even from Vicky James now, say for example, when Chef T launched her show, it was women, right, that were capitalizing.
Trend.
It's not a trend. It's
It's always been like that.
it's
always-
women
What is it about
that
women?
were.
I think it's just humans tear down.
No, I
humans.
see
No,
a
but
lot of
women
women.
attack
They start
women
to.
more
They
than
start
men
to. Are you the first person to do this? You are. Like you would see them setting up ring lights to criticize from A to Z.
No,
And
but
I'm like,
I
People are
do
not
watch the
busy.
show.
eh?
People
I've
are
I have
People are
see.
not
This
busy.
is when I watched it. It didn't catch my fancy because I had my reservations. But then she did a video where she shared her feedback to people's criticisms, and then I started to realize that okay, she actually wants to do this show her way, and it is fine.
That's what
It
she
doesn't
wants
have
do.
to be the way I want the show to
Yeah,
be.
exactly.
It is her mind, it is
Yeah.
her legacy. The same way we watch other shows and we've gotten in line with what
What
that show
they
wants
like
us to.
to-
It's the same.
exactly.
So I'm just like
Exactly,
that is what
because when she
wants
first
it to be,
announced
and that's fine.
her show, because I watch a lot of shows, MasterChef, Kitchen, Hell's Kitchen. We are big on food shows at home, so I already had an idea that okay,
This
we'll
is
be
what
that. So
it's
when I
supposed to
went
be.
in there and I was seeing influencers as the judge, I was very confused that no, it should be people that know what they're doing,
Yeah.
like chefs, cooks in the industry for years that can actually technically analyze the food.
Yeah.
But if this is what she wants maybe a bit more entertaining. I mean, that's probably the vibe of the show and all that. I'm not a fan, but I'm a fan of her, not the show though.
Right.
I mean, it's okay, but I'm not going to, like you said, set ring lights.
Yes.
I'm going to be...
Precisely. You just let it be as it is and just realize, okay, this is what it's fine though, but it's not
But
like
I
it's
think
fine.
some people that set ring lights is because they are clout chasing. They want to feed off that vibe and the energy, and so that maybe to grow their own page or something. I
Yes.
think so.
People do that a lot.
Yeah, they want to trend for even if it's for the wrong reason,
jump
just
on
to
the
get
trend,
yeah, exactly. I
jump
think
on
so.
So okay.
Yeah, so I was going to say that, but talking about women, usually find out if a woman didn't get a position, what went wrong. Some woman said something. Check it through history. Through history. The women, we're talking feminism. I just had to bring that in. We're talking feminism, we're talking equality, we're talking equity. No matter how you look at it, give us more chances. And you just suddenly find out that it's a woman closing the door. It's a woman saying, are you sure you want? It's a woman shouting. It must be a woman behind that steering to be driving like that. They're the ones
Yes.
propagating the
So
stereotypes.
how do we help change that
narrative?
That narrative, because I think it's a very poor narrative. If anyone that knows me very well, I'm even big on if for example if someone asks me about Ewa, I just met her, I will never give the person information about what I heard because that's somebody's opinion. It's what I've experienced. It's what I just met her, but this is this. So I always tend to portray people in their best light. So when you get there, go and experience and find out what you want to find out. And I think if people begin to imbibe that, life is not supposed to be hard though. Already life is already throws its own issues. Why do we make it hard? Why do we make it more complicated?
Well, if we all know, that the sky is big enough,
For every
nobody
bird to
needs
fly.
to leave for you to shine, then we would have a better and brighter day, obviously. Let everybody do what they know to do. And if they can, give their fellow women wings to fly.
As
Support
well.
women. I mean, if you see them tearing down Vicky James, because you're a woman, stand for a woman.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what even made me start carrying on. I'm like, Kilode.
Because everybody just sees.
What has she done?
It's just that poverty mindset that it's not enough to go around. I think that's the issue.
And I think society also some way tries to look at or tries to dictate how your celebration should be. You should be a lot more humble. Why you louding it? Just keep it in one corner. And then a lot of people start to feel like when me, I had my own chat. This is now how I did your, or when I launched my own business, I did not do like this. Why is your own now?
Are different. So
they want to compartmentalize how you should choose to celebrate.
People would always be who they are, and it always reflects in how they behave, how they dress. So if I'm an introvert by nature, I will reflect. I probably won't shout about it. But if I'm an extrovert, I'm boisterous.
It would reflect.
It will reflect. So people are always. So I think she's just being authentic. I think she's just being who she was. If the kid did not come to announce, I'll be worried. Do you understand? Because
But let's not forget that culturally, we generally don't announce pregnancies.
Until at least until after.
since how many years ago?
Culturally, now
That one has
was
disappeared.
civilization, right? So we should know that whether we like it or not, culture is getting passed down. People will be uncomfortable with things they don't understand. They won't know why. But you know, just generally, you feel uncomfortable when somebody announces to you, "Oh, I'm expecting. Oh, I missed my period," and you're like, "You're not supposed to." I mean, a pregnancy would announce itself. Why are you telling me? Did your mommy tell you that the witches in the neighborhood are going to
village
start your
people.
tummy? You know, exactly. So we are still culturally affected by the fact that we don't expect you to publicize. As a matter of fact, watch it. All the people that go and do photo shoots is after the baby arrives.
That they post it. Yes.
That's what we are used to. We still have a measure of culture shock.
Yes.
And I can tell you that many people don't realize that it's culture that is affecting their paradigm. And so they're not comfortable with it. I mean, who announces that she's pregnant? You know?
Okay.
You know,
Well,
that's the point too. Most
very-
people post the bump.
Yes,
Maybe it's
of
the
course.
day, it's the day when they don't bump.
Yes.
or even after gone, they are probably maybe the baby is like 2-3 months. Then they will now post it. Then people will be saying, "Oh, congratulations on your newborn." They will know that the baby is already
crawling.
or maybe even taking solids already. I mean, it happens, and I think culture has a role to play on that one. We'll still come join this conversation again, but we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. We've been talking about the entitlement culture, but now we have our agree or disagree segment. We're going to see our statement, and we agree, disagree, or maybe disagree and defend our answer. So let's see the statement for today. Okay, social media amplifies entitlement culture. Social media amplifies entitlement culture. Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? Social media amplifies. Amplifies. You agree? Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Let me start with Ewa. Okay.
So social media gives everyone the opportunity to have an opinion and to share the opinion, right? And of course, there's already likely an entitlement culture before social media. But social media amplifies it. That's the word, amplifies. It brings out what is already in there. And so, just like what we're discussing today, I feel like I'm entitled to think something about somebody else's life. On a normal day, before social media, what's my business? I wouldn't even know that you went to Dubai, right? But now that I know, I feel like because you shared your side, I must share my side. So I feel like that's what it amplifies it. It just makes it like, what was there before, now we see it. We see everybody's wisdom or everybody's foolishness on full display. That's what I think.
Okay, Chiboke, you agree as well?
Yes, I do. And so for me, the amplification actually comes from the fact that everybody feels compelled to share that opinion. Now, we've always had opinions, but now everybody feels, I must say something. Everybody must hear what I have to say, especially when they think the next person talking is not as intelligent as they are, not knowing that it might just be a company of fools, but everybody must say something. You know, people don't know how to waka pass. They must make a comment. Even if it's a smile, an emoji, GIF, just say something so that, some people come and, talk off point.
Yes.
But they must talk. And they ride on trends. It just makes it the marketplace. Very crazy.
I agree.
What both of them have said, there's nothing more to add to that. The truth is, that's the truth about social media. Like it has amplified it. It has made us more informed about people's lives, whether we want it or not. I mean, if you're on Instagram, whether you're following some people or not, you will see their posts. So so I think we are the ones that I think there needs to be some more master classes on how to manage your emotions and how to be able to detach.
Emotional intelligence.
Yes, emotional intelligence, how to be able to remove yourself from some information and just enjoy the entertainment part of it and move on. I don't necessarily think that because someone is showing you a 60-second video of how she makes ogbono in her own house. How her own mother taught her. You think
They
no,
would have said,
that's
"No,
how
the palm oil is
my
supposed
mother.
to
I'm
come
like, is your
It's
are your
second.
mothers the same? Do you understand? So I like that a lot of content creators are beginning to understand that,
Yeah.
and they put it out there already. They're like, I'm putting this amount of salt because I like salt in my house. It's not your house. Do you
And they'll say,
understand?
add the your
the one
preference.
you like, you know. So I think so it's making people really entitled,
Yeah.
and it's annoying, but it's something that has come to stay. So we are the ones that need to now learn how to navigate.
Absolutely.
You know how to navigate this new terrain because it has
Yes.
come to stay, and there's nothing we can really. probably do
Yeah, I
about
mean, 100% of everything, that has been said already, because people now live off of having to or wanting to have an opinion based off of what people have posted. Even if they probably would have been neutral to something before, this person posts, they will read comments and generate, their own opinion. And of course, people will go a step further to now capitalize on, I must set my own ring lights. People also need to hear what I think is right and wrong about what this person has done or what this person has posted. And just like you said, I think people accepting, especially people in the limelight, just accepting that, you would at least be dragged. Yeah. You would be liked, you would be hated, and just accept it. So it's not something you're going to fight about or now go into depression because one person...
Because of Azal.
To be very honest, because trust me, you cannot please everybody.
You can't. Okay, like, so there was this topic you guys talked about recently, which I wish I was on that table, tattoo. And I've done a video about it. So I just want to give an example of how a lot of times I think people also don't listen to understand. They just want to say what they want to say. Because the video literally started as said, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means I'm trying to tell you that I goofed.
Yeah.
Period. But then so why would you still comment on my comment and I'm like, hey, but you still did? I know. That's literally why I did the video.
Hence the video.
Do you understand? Because I was trying to say that, okay, I didn't know, I've never been big on tattoos. Even my teenagers talk about it. But look at me, I want to go and do microblading. So what is that? So I just started to talk about that, and I gave my reasons why I didn't think it was a thing for me or my kids, and gave why I have friends that do it. I don't judge them. I just think that it inhibits your opportunities. I mean, people judge. People are very judgmental people, especially on this side of the world. So you need to be careful. But I already literally started my comments and say, don't throw stones when you live. And it's why you still come to my comment and say, hey, you too. And I'm like, yeah, literally, that's why I did the video, to say that, okay, even me myself, I found myself in the position where I had to do that same tattoo. I've also been weary of, but I did it because for cosmetic reasons or whatever. But
it shows how people talk first and think later.
But some of us go to social media for the comments. Really.
That's what you see.
Social media for
You
the
just
comments.
see
Because you just see all sorts,
and how
of
people
things
think.
going on. Yeah.
Sometimes you probably might not even have thought of a particular narrative, and then
Yeah.
lo and behold, you see a son of Adam just post something you probably would not have even thought about, and you're like, how did you come up with this?
Reach this
Correlate. And yes.
But the people I admire the most, like you said, are in the comment sections, one that had like 5,000 words, and I'm like, wow. You guys have the time. You know me, I'm a voice note. Maybe if Instagram activates voice notes, I'll be because I like sending voice notes. I'm just type. I dropped my hand.
It's been such an interesting show, great perspectives, of course, from our experience and from our points of view. So let's see the wise words we have on the web today just before we go. Okay. People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought, which they seldom use.
That's an insult. My goodness.
People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought, which they seldom use. So instead of freedom of speech, me on they think.
Okay, you know that. Please don't say that in Yoruba because this is an insult. I know it's Yoruba people that know how to
Can you
talk.
give us in the Ekiti format?
I can't really translate. At this point, it's a think before you speak.
Yes, like people don't think before they speak.
Don't just jump.
This should be like a proverb.
Still reeling from the effect.
Amazing. And that brings us to the end of today's big conversation. From joy to judgment, pain to privilege. We've seen how quickly the internet can turn a woman's personal moments into public debate. But one thing is clear. Celebration should not require permission. So thank you to our amazing ladies at the table for their honesty and the fire and different perspectives. And of course, to everyone watching on YouTube, thank you for locking in with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this conversation, because these are the conversations that shape culture. My name is Osara Nomasaba, and we'll see you next time on The Big Conversation.
Voices rising, stories told, truth unfolding, brave and bold. In this space we speak our mind, different views all intertwined. It's the big conversation where the real ones talk. From the heart of the nation we all take that walk. Through the fire, through the facts we don't hold back. It's the big, big conversation. Voices rising, stories told, truth unfolding, brave and bold. In this space we speak our mind, different views all intertwined. It's the big conversation where the real ones talk. From the heart of the nation we all take that walk.